Greetings. Welcome to Mystic Moons. I hope everyone is feeling well and you have the beginning of a good weekend. And what's better to start the beginning of the weekend is to think about the week you just had. Politically, this is something we're going to explore. We're having to think about how much, how little, and what benefit, and who pays Trump's tariffs. Now, we all have heard about Trump's tariffs. So today we're going to ask the spirits, just what about these extra fees? 25% here, 25% there, 50% if they 50%, 25% and 50% equal 75%. Now it sounds like a strange recipe for, it's been touted as perhaps a success. But that doesn't seem like more fees, more fees, more fees. So anyway, let's take a breath and thank you for joining to my subscribers. This is very different from our usual far out and other things we do here at Mystic Moons. But however, let's think about it. Money is always important to all of us. And it's important to ask the spirits, are we on the right path or not? And ultimately, when you go eat, we have to eat, we have to do this, we have to do that, and it costs money. So when somebody says we're going to be so happy, so rich, so this, so that, and everybody's going, yay, 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 the raw team. But then again, sometimes we have to ask the entities around us, is this a good deal or is it not a good deal? So anyway, buckle up. Let's get on this psychic ship and welcome. We're going to explore with all our collective psychic ether just how this Trump's tariffs is going to go down. So the first thing we should do is clear the air. Clear the air with some sage cleansing. You can't believe everything you hear, especially when they're going, oh, yeah. A lot of people don't want to think about the price of things, but it's hard to not think about the price of things. We are. We spend every day. All of us, all over the world. And since we're all interdependent on each other, one country and another country, it doesn't particularly matter where you are at in certain parts of the world. I mean, it's being divvied up like the Western world and then the BRICS world. Okay, so what does that mean? I mean, you can say, I don't give a rat's behind. You can say that. But however, we spend every day. And also, too, it's also collectively, are we going in the right path? Since it's rather being escalated, since it's already April the 2nd is when all the tariffs kick in. And that's only a few days from now. So all of a sudden, what we would buy today, put the 25% on it. And when will it ever stop? These are all questions. So anyway, buckle up, put those psychic caps on. And we're going to see just where we, the people, us, the masses, where's our benefit? Where's our chicken in every pot, our bone, our victory, our piece of the pie? Or are we the pie getting cut up into more pieces? That's the thing we have to think about. Hello. Nice to see everyone here. All right. Now, we're asking all the collective spirits. We're cleansing the air. Okay, spirits, tell us, are we going to be a hit with Trump tariffs or a complete wipeout? And complete wipeout, that means like, the whole thing they've been talking about. People clamoring, being hungry. No, I don't eat much myself. But still, there's a choice, right, for some of us. But if everything costs, cooking oil, the this, the that, the this, the that, the bicycle, the car, the bed, it kind of smells, doesn't it? I mean, I can't. It's just as no one knows the future, but the spirits dealing in other dimensions than us, they have a pretty good clue. I mean, we've had historically lots of things happen. So let's see now. Let me position this. Smoke. All right, now. And cleanse the air. All right. Now let's see. Let's start with my favorite deck. And we're going to lay out some cards. And we're going to use a few decks to get into this. Because this is a serious matter. This could be the final nail in the coffin. This could be the trampoline. This could be the cloud in the sky. The non-chemtrail sky in the sky. This could be the one-hit wonder or the complete wipeout. So let's see what says. Okay. Trump's tariffs. I see this one. Trump's tariffs. Is it a bust? Or what is it? Now, let's take this one. This is saying, this card here. I'm going to take that one and that one. And let's see now. Trump's tariffs. Will it be a hit or a complete wipeout? I mean, it smells, the spirits are saying. It sounds like the masses are going to be happy to pay more. And who pays that? Oh, the companies. The companies are supposed to, like, you buy something maybe for $1,000. 25% of $1,000 is $250. It's $1,250, $1,250. Do we pay that $2,250 extra? It's like, I can't see these companies wanting to buy their goodies so much that they'll say, okay, the price is $1,250, and we'll pay you $250 to buy it from us. Somehow it doesn't seem like capitalistic corporate behavior, does it? All right, let's go. I have 6 cards. Now, the first card we get is the Page of Swords. Everything is communications these days. Communications. And, okay. Well, Trump is certainly sending a message. Right? He's sending a message, all right. Now, sending a message to Canada, Mexico, 25% for Canada, 25% for Mexico. April the 2nd is the Q day. And then we also have EU now. Everybody's getting tariffs. Everybody, the Queen, the King of Swords, right? Everybody that wants to do business in the United States has to pay for goods made abroad, outside the United States, have to pay 25%. That's quite a dictate, isn't it? That's quite a lot. Now they have to, no, that they have to pay, listen to the wording, they will be added tax. Added tax. Now again, can you see the corporations wanting to pay you that difference? Now, this is the Seven of Pentacles. Trying to figure out how this is working. Is this really working? I mean, what is the mechanics of this situation? And this is all to put a little tag or a little slap on the wrist for the countries that the United States, Trump and his team do not like. Venezuela, Iran, etc. You know, the club. You're in the club or you're not in the club. It can almost be the BRICS, the BRICS Association. And they pay 50%. So let's look at this one. In other words, it's King of Cups saying, if these countries take a little enthusiasm, a little help, let's say oil from Venezuela, France, let's say France takes oil from Venezuela to like make something, well, God knows what. But they just make something and then sell it in this United States. That means the price would no longer be, let's say, again, let's take $1,000. $1,000 plus the 250, that's 25%. It's a little math here, but this is important because it's something that we have to understand. And then they deal with Venezuela, that's in plus 50%. So that's $750 more plus the $1,000 for the original thing. Now, how is that getting in our pocket? And that's something that is, I don't understand that, Spirit. Spirit is saying, well, we'll have to explain who is paying. Who is paying for this Ace of Pentacles? Who is paying for this brilliant idea? Who? That's a good question. The government? Now, if they were paying this, the 50% tariff plus the 25% tariff, why would they announce it? Wouldn't they do it privately? Oh, and somebody's getting riches. It sounds like we would be paying. Who would be? No, I can't say that yet. Somebody's getting riches, but that's the philosophy. Tariffs, the 25%, more money, more expense, and we're supposed to go, hurrah, hurrah. Now, if we can think a little bit more on this, think who's paying these tariffs? Who is going to be paying more? Yes. So let's do another reading here. And let's see who, first of all, let's find out who is going to get the 10 of Pentacles. Let's find out that. Okay, the 10 of Pentacles. Let's ask the spirits here who is going to be paying the 10 of Pentacles. Who is receiving the bonus, the great idea that we're supposed to be celebrating? Because, everyone is going to flock here. Is that so? Now, if it was such happiness, the companies are going to be coming back home and making goods. But then again, we're going to be paying so much for groceries, food, cosmetics, alcohol, booze, every single thing, clothing, because the last thing, who's making clothes? Oh, I don't know. But they will be taxed too. China will be Chinese made goods, Vietnamese made goods. That's a lot of taxes. Those cheap things could be going out the window. So here are 2 cards. We'll find out who is going to be paid, who's going to be the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, we'll take these 3 to start. Now the 10 of Pentacles. Who is going to get rich and so happy? almost like firing, like, the Trump administration firing maybe like 50% of all the federal workers. Oh, they're going to buy a lot on unemployment, won't they? Now, the first card we pull is who's going to get rich? The Four of Wands. It's almost like the club, isn't it? You see these two pussycats having a good time. The Four of Wands. It sounds like a segment. Us? Doesn't sound particularly us are going to enjoy the Ten of Pentacles, does it? Sounds like somebody is elated. The Four of Swords. Well, it's almost like a wait and see. Oh, I think I've heard the phrase mentioned that we, the civilians, the citizens, will have a little. We have to bear with it for a while before the riches come to us. Now, we all know prices escalate. Do they decrease? Only in maybe recession, because there's no goods to buy. Inflation, highly priced. Recession, there's nothing to buy. So we have here the Four of Wands and the Four of Swords. And the next card we have is the Three of Wands. Well, it's almost as though we're talking about wait and see who gets the riches and who gets the darts, or the empty pockets. Well, maybe that is something that you have to use your sixth sense, your psychic abilities, about who is going to get rich and who is going to get poorer. So that is the element of the Ten of Pentacles. Now, when we have here, we have the Ace of Pentacles. We can almost say, who is the brainiac? Let's look at those cards again. We have the Page of Swords, the announcement, the tariffs. And then we have the King of Swords. Someone, I would say Trump, announcing the Trump administration that we're going to have multiple countries paying the 25%. Now, and then I thought we had in the past, at least since the Second World War, relatively free trade. This King of Swords is saying, is dictating that the trade is no longer free. That's what tariffs are. And then when we have to understand that no free trade is being dissolved. And if one person, one country can say, I say this, well, that kind of like makes the other countries under pressure, and they're also going to imitate. So we're having a trade war with the using tariffs and the goods, money and goods as the weapons. That doesn't exactly seem like a harmonious situation, does it? But anyway, we have the King of Swords. We understand that, right? We understand there's no free trade anymore. There's tariffs, and we are in a tariff war. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles, which is, again, the tariff war. The earth is contracting, and no longer free exchange. It's no longer, hey, I'll do this, I'll do that. It's like, almost like you do what I say, bossing. The Ace of Pentacles is that's such a great idea, that we no longer have free trade. And then we have, of course, before we have the, I'll think about this. Thinking about this means, wait a minute, let's take a look at that. Now we have the Seven of Pentacles, which is the deliberation. What is there to think about? Thinking about, I will invest. A company will say, I will invest, or I won't invest, or this is very risky for me. I have to watch out. I have to maybe going out of business, like a lot of stores in the United States, a lot of franchises, Dollar Store, 21 something, whatever it's called. A lot of stores. It's countless. Everyone is feeling the pinch because now we don't know how much something which is the prices have been escalating. Something is going to cost us more. The consumer. There almost is a war on the consumer as opposed to the countries, because countries are composed of people who need to eat, clean, do things, go places, civilized things. So the first card we have is, what does this mean for the companies? What does this mean for us? Right? What is the meaning of a trickle-down effect? All right, and then we have two cards. This one looks good too. This one might have a message. Let's see what the spirits tell us about this Seven of Pentacles. All right. Now, the first card we drew was the Nine of Wands. Ooh, the Nine of Wands. That's kind of the Nine of Wands. That's kind of scary, isn't it? Kind of like gets you all over the place. Nine of Wands. Who's gonna feel the pinch? The Nine of Wands. Definitely, with the Seven of Pentacles, is telling you somebody's gonna feel the pinch. The pinch, the hurt, the pain and suffering. Who? Now, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Now, this Knight of Pentacles is almost like the beefcakes, the muscle, the strength. The Knight of Pentacles is like, it's the muscle of the pinch. It's like it's going to come hot and heavy. On whom? Us, the consumer, or the corporations? Or will the corporations say, these consumers don't know it yet, but they're going to be paying the tax and we won't be able to sell our goods, so we better stop and hold tight before we branch out any further. Ooh, death. Look at this. Who is feeling? Somebody is getting hit hard. We have this Seven of Pentacles, thinking about like, where the judgment, which way, which and what and how, all the adverbs, who's going to feel the pinch? We have the Nine of Wands, the pinch. We have the Nine of Wands is the pinch. We have the Knight of Pentacles as the muscle, and then we have death, the death card. And this time I'm going to take death. This is a change card. This means like the pinch is like in for many. I mean, that's the Judgment card with the Seven of Pentacles. And then this other one we have here, we have the Queen of Wands. Now, the Queen of Wands, what kind of Queen of Wands is this? I mean, it's going to hit hard. It's going to hit. It's going to be a big change. Is that somebody is going to? Well, I can't say. It's going to have to like it even more. It's this Queen of Wands. Now, is this Queen of Wands under? Now, under the Judgment. Look at this. This Judgment. We have the Seven of Pentacles, which is the Judgment card. We have the Nine of Wands, pain and suffering. We have the Knight of Pentacles, big time. And then we have death. And then we have the Queen of Wands. Now, let's just pull a couple of cards on that one. And Spirit, this doesn't exactly, okay, we understand it's going to be hot and heavy and reciprocal. It's going to be receptive. It's going to come from like within. It's going to come big. It's going to be saturating. It's not going to be like somebody putting the bowl over us. No, it's going to come like within us, receptive. It's going to be blossoming. Now, just give us a little hint about this Queen of Wands, all right? The Queen of Wands, all right? The Queen of Wands. This sounds like, okay, we just take these two. Give us some kind of hint. We have the Six of Vessels, and we have the Four of Coins. The Six of Vessels and the Four of Coins, that's almost as like each cup has something that could come from many, many factors that we get this explosion of a different change in our economy. It's going to come from many different sectors. And it's obviously going to be the money is going to be tight. It's also going to be the money is going to be in the hands of a few. There's going to be a lot of pieces that would be looking at the few that have. Well, I think that we have decided that the spirits are telling us that this is going to be a blowout, a wipeout, a burn. And it's not going to be the success. It will lead to not a good time. Not a good time. Good time. So I would say these Trump tariffs, I would say the spirit says these Trump tariffs are not going to buy your food now. Get your things, shop wisely. Don't get too excited because your countries are being charged more to sell or not to do anything at all. We're in a trade war. We're in a trade war, and it's going to be quite. None of us will be able to escape it, even the ones with lots of money, because we're in a trade war. Not tariffs going to bring riches. Riches to whom? Riches. When I pay 70 for, I pay 25% more, 50% more. And it's not just 50% only, it's also the 25%. Now can you do the math on this? We can do the math on this, and we will do the math on this, especially when we open up our pockets. These Trump tariffs will make a marked change in our lifestyle. And are you prepared to pay more for less? Already, we're paying more for less. And where will all this lead? A lot of unrest. And a lot of, again, money leaving the hands of the many and going into the pockets of the few. And on that note, I'll leave you to ponder the wipeout. Trump's tariffs are a bust. Well, thank you for joining me. And if you have any comments, coming days we'll bring some and lose some. But if you have any comments, please add on to this conversation, because it's you and I in the same boat. And we are all interested in everybody's feeling about this realistically. And just what kind of message, what are they telling us? What are they telling us about our ability to buy and sell, eat and drink, live or not live? What are they saying? We shall see. Thank you for joining. And if you like any comment, if you like what Mystic Moons is thinking about all of us in terms of Trump tariffs, push the like button, and or the thumbs up. If you'd like to contribute those to Mystic Moons, please do. Of course, we will continue to share our ether, all of us together, because we're in this, all of us together. So until the next time we'll speak, think about it. Trump's tariffs, are they all that they've said they are going to be or not? Or are we just being misled as usual? Until the next time, bye-bye.